Success often requires a different perspective.
Here's a valuable insight. If you consistently invest a fixed amount over many years, you end up with a substantial return.
That's not the target. Stequin Pris in Maki Kar. The answer involves a number so small, it's often overlooked.
And if you make a mistake, you lose everything.
That value is moderate.
Let me show you why. Ändrar ju creditstayings förfjorent vis välfärdsstads. Där se välfärdsstads.
Economic trends are shifting rapidly.
Growth is steady.
A new era begins.
Growing wealth, smart investing, long-term planning. You've seen the patterns, the shapes, the forms.
And the math is technically correct.
A steady investment grows over time. That's a significant amount.
But still short of $1 million.
So the gurus tweak the numbers. 12% returns, 45 years, $1.2 million. See? Easy.
But here's what they don't tell you. 10% is the historical average of the S&P 500 before inflation.
After inflation, you're closer to 7%.
Which drops your million to about $260,000 in today's spending power. Suddenly, that million feels smaller.
So how do you actually get there without winning the lottery or inventing an app?
You stop thinking like a passive investor and start thinking like a system hacker.
Let's flip the script. And on point.
Instead of asking, how much will my wealth accumulate? Ask, how much monthly income do I need to achieve financial freedom? The safe withdrawal rate, the amount you can take from your portfolio each year without running out of money, is roughly 4%. That's standard.
A balanced life requires careful planning and saving. Simple.
But here's where progress stops. And that's the misstep.
What if you could achieve a more balanced financial outlook? Then you'd need only a manageable amount to reach your goals.
Unless you change the type of return you're chasing.
Enter the 2%. Most investors chase price appreciation. Buy low, sell high. That's speculation. It works until it doesn't. But a different class of assets pays you cash just for holding them. Dividends, rent, royalties, interest. These produce yield.
If you can build a portfolio with a 10% average yield, not growth, but actual cash paid to you, then $400,000 yields $40,000 a year.
No need to sell shares. No sequence of returns risk. No panic selling in a crash. So the new question, what is the path to prosperity?
And can you find the right path?
$100 a month, 7% real return, 30 years. You have roughly $113,000. Not enough.
40 years. $240,000. Still shout of $400K.
50 years, $487,000. Now we're talking.
But a long journey means many twists. And that assumes no unexpected turns, no changes in path.
The steady path requires balance.
So the fast path? It requires a strategic advantage, which is just a polite way to get ahead.
Imagine you take that same $100 a month, and instead of putting it into an index fund, you put it into a brokerage account with margin privileges.
So when you have a certain amount, you can double it. Now you're investing on a steady stream of small contributions.
If your investments yield a steady return, that amount produces a significant income.
Your $100 monthly contribution is $1,200 a year. Total new cash, $1,400, which you reinvest and borrow against again.
This is called velocity banking. It's not new. The wealthy have done it for decades.
Many people are left out because some services have high requirements.
But here's the shock. If you could maintain a 10% cash yield on a leveraged portfolio of 2 to 1 and you reinvest every dollar,
which is the equivalent of a $1 million portfolio at a 4% withdrawal rate. And a 10% cash yield usually means taking on risk that normal people avoid. Diverse investments, market fluctuations, financial instruments.
Assets can change overnight, or worse, lose value.
So the irony is this. To get rich slow, you need patience. To get rich fast, you need risk tolerance and a strong stomach.
Most people have neither. And that's okay. But there's a third path, and it's the one almost no YouTuber talks about because it's boring. And boring doesn't get views.
$100 a month is easy to say, hard to live on.
What if, instead of chasing higher returns or leverage, you just focused on raising the $100?
Add $50 a month. Now you're at $150. At 7% real return, 40 years gives you $360K, close to $400K. Add $100 a month. Now $200 total. 40 years at 7% to $480K, surpasses the $400K target.
You just achieved the same outcome as leverage without borrowing a dollar. A coffee, a subscription, a single skip of takeout.
That's the hidden math nobody wants to admit. The most reliable variable is not return, it's contribution.
If you chase the slow index fund path, you'll likely get to 400K in 30-40 years. But by then,
Every path has a trade-off. Oh, which tweet? The real question isn't how to turn $100 into $1 million. It's what version of risk are you willing to live with while you sleep?
because the math will never be the hard part. The psychology will.
So here's what I keep coming back to.
Some individuals are making consistent investments, but their returns may not be meeting their expectations.
There are others putting that same $100 into the stock market, hoping for $1 million, but never adjusting their plan when life hits.
And then there's a tiny third group. The ones who realize that $100 is just a starting point. That leverage is a tool, not a lottery ticket.
That yield is not free money.
The unknown awaits. The only thing left to decide is whether you're willing to do something uncomfortable with it.
Every path leads somewhere.
Every path has its outcome.
Zero.